This is part 3 of a series where I watch Bleach for the first time and ramble on about it. You can watch the first 2 parts here if you want. You probably should. What up, y'all? It's the homie Dame, and the Bleach journey continues. Yes, like the brave European explorers journeying to America and spreading disease everywhere, I too have journeyed into the Bleach anime to see what riches I can plunder from it. It's already been a long and harrowing trip, and I'm not even close to halfway through the show. And as far as finding riches, I mean, no, I'm playing. Bleach is pretty good so far, and I'm having a fun time watching. And I'm having an even better time now because I got through the second half of the Soul Society arc. And of course, I'm here to talk about it with y'all. As usual, you could watch the full-length, uncut reactions over on Patreon, but otherwise, let's get into it. Number 1. Forget chemtrails and the Illuminati. Soul Society is the real conspiracy. So the main focus of the Soul Society arc is this conspiracy that's taking place within the upper ranks with all the captains and everything, right? To me, this was the most interesting part of the whole thing, even more so than all the big, exciting fights. Don't get me wrong, that's all cool and everything, but I was never more on the edge of my seat than when Killua and Orihime Part 2 were finding out about the Central 46. Damn, they got automatic lights? Alexa, turn the lights on. All of this starts out with Korean Man's murder in the last part of the arc, and it just compounds as characters like Hinamori scramble around trying to figure out what's going on. You know, up until it all culminates in the big twist reveal. The one that gets you out of your seat. The twist that's meant to shock you to your core and get you sweating. And that's the reveal that, in fact, one of the Soul Society captains is actually a character from Beastars. Boy. Wait. That was like a jump scare. I don't even got a joke to make. I thought he was just gonna call him ugly. I didn't know he was gonna have Fantastic Mr. Fox in here. Oh, also they did say something about Aizen faking his death and masterminding the whole plot to steal this weird thing inside of Rukia. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. Real talk, I think it was interesting to see this big 200 IQ finesse that Aizen managed to pull off on everyone. The idea that his manipulation goes all the way to even orchestrating Rukia's arrest and planning out where the Ryoko would enter the Serite is pretty wild. During my reacting, I was comparing it to the Konoha Crush arc from Naruto, but clearly Aizen's plot here is way more involved and convoluted, in a good way of course. But the biggest L taker in this whole fiasco is Hinamori, who went from best girl in the last video to like, what are you doing? Right, yeah, I don't know, man. Hinamori kinda, I don't know, bro. You tripping right now. It was an AI generated letter, bro. He used this dude, Ichimaru, used ChatGPT to make that shit, bro. He typed in, death letter from, write a death letter in the tone of Captain Eisenhower. ChatGPT, write me an execution letter. I don't think she even believes it herself. I think she just doesn't want to doubt the guy she clearly respects and may or may not be in love with. Reading the comments to these episodes, because the completely legal site that I watch this show on allows comments, of course. A lot of people clown on Hinamori for being kind of dumb in this arc, which, I mean, sure, she is. But like I said in my reaction, I think it's just like a cognitive dissonance thing where in her head, she clearly knows that none of this makes any sense, but she doesn't want to doubt this big Korean dude that she clearly worships. Overall, I think this stuff was super well done, and again, was by far the best part of the arc for me, honestly, because, you know, I couldn't care less about anything else. Well, okay, that's not 100% true. Number 2, I like watching cartoon Japanese people fight each other with swords. Alright, now let's talk about some fights, cause Bleach obviously is not a political conspiracy thriller, it's a battle shonen. We'll leave all the thinking and using your head to the nerds that watch Vinland Saga. So there were obviously multiple fights that went on in this arc, so I'm gonna rank all of the major ones in order of worst to best. In my opinion, of course. Luckily, I don't have to remember them all because the lovely Bleach wiki has them all listed out for my convenience. So in last place is the Division 11 dudes fighting whoever the fuck these other people are. And then there's Ichigo's bankai training, which is listed as a fight for some reason, and I guess it is. But honestly, I was just falling asleep during these segments. It would have worked just fine for me if we never saw a second of his training with Yoruichi and just never saw him at all for those episodes until he makes this big dramatic entrance at Rukia's execution, all powered up. And then next we have Japanese man and the captain with COVID fighting this Master Roshi ass dude. It looked cool at first, but I mean, as far as I can remember, we didn't even see him fight, right? The same thing goes for Orihime Part 2 versus what's his name again? The other blonde man. So all of those are like the whatever fights. Now we get into the actual fights that were pretty good. We have Kenpachi versus Beastars Man and Jordy from Star Trek. This is a pretty cool fight, but I just don't care about any of these characters besides... I mean, I guess I care about Kenpachi a little bit. Then we have Ishida versus this robot guy. I thought this fight was pretty cool. I mean, you know, rare Ishida W and all that. Kinda wild that they had Chad get cooked by a captain, but Ishida gets the win. Kinda crazy, I'm just saying. Take that how you want. Then we have Cat Lady versus Soybean, I think her name was. This one had cool choreography and everything with the hand-to-hand combat, but what makes it really interesting is their backstory, because it's one of the rare times where a flashback in this show is actually kind of engaging. Who would have thought? Then we got Killua versus Orochimaru, which was a very short fight, but it had the big reveal of Killua's Zanpakuto, which is like a dope ice dragon thing. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. Then I'd say we'd have Ichigo showing up to Rukia's execution in hype shonen protagonist fashion. And then we get to see him kind of fight the Phoenix Force for a few minutes. Oh, nah, that's like the Phoenix Force. Y'all know X-Men? It's like Jean Grey. I am fire and life incarnate. I am Phoenix. Oh my god, it's Ganju. Ganju came in at the last second. Let's go. That is Ganju, right? Obviously, this is a very memorable moment, but the real reason it's dope is because I'm including this scene as part of it, which is like the best scene in the show, let's be honest. Wait, that's actually funny. Then I'd actually say it's Ichigo versus Byakuya below Renji versus Byakuya. I don't know if that's controversial or not, but I thought everything about Renji versus Byakuya was better. I think his bankai reveal was cooler, and I'm also just a sucker for people in battle shonens getting beaten into the dirt, but then they manage to withstand for a little bit and the enemy is like, how can you still move? Imagine he actually did kill Byakuya here. Oh, I thought he shit himself. I thought that was like diarrhea falling down his leg. Well, he gave it the good old college try. That's the end of Renji. Once again, he has failed at all of his goals. That sucks for him, man. I mean, true, it happens in Ichigo's fight too, and also that fight had like evil Ichigo or something. I didn't really know what was happening there. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, yuck. This TikTok filter ass voice. Also, Ichigo versus Byakuya ended basically the same way as Ichigo versus Kenpachi. Meaning to say it's them yelling and running at each other with swords, and then we have to see who is still standing at the end, and it's like, oh, I guess it's another draw. But Ichigo technically wins, I think. And finally, the best fight for me was everyone versus Aizen after his conspiracy was revealed, which the wiki all counts as one fight. The only reason this is at the top is solely because all the captains showing up to jump Aizen was probably the most hype moment in the show for me so far. I'm a big sucker for that kind of thing. Oh, the whole gang up here. Wait, hold on. She and Soifan are here? That's kind of fire. The whole like Avengers Endgame pulling up, like, on your left, Captain. Like, bro. On your left, Ichigo. Now the question is, where's Hanataro? What was his name? So yeah, I don't know. Is it crazy that I think the fights are the weakest part of Bleach so far? I mean, the choreography isn't that interesting, and obviously the animation isn't anything to write home about. But everything else in the show seems to make up for it, in my opinion, and it also still manages to keep that same bar of hype you'd expect from a battle shonen. Number 3. Show me that big bankai, daddy. Anyway, fights are nice and everything, but we need to talk about something more important. This is an issue that's been plaguing me for a while now, and I need to clear the air and set the record straight. I have one question to the Bleach fandom, and I need y'all to answer in the comments. Are Zanpakutos metaphors for dicks? Every time someone talks about a zanpakuto or a bankai or even spiritual pressure, it sounds like a thinly veiled euphemism for wieners, glizzies, penises, cocks, if I had to be family friendly. You took my bankai. See, that's gotta be like a euphemism, bro. Zanpakutos, bankai, it's all euphemisms. I bet you want to give him your bankai, you dirty dog, Byakuya. Just like how Renji wants to give Rukia his bankai. Put his bankai in her coochie key. True, let's see the bankai. Pull out your bankai, whip it out. Show me your bankai, daddy. Oh, hell no. What if he said that? I want to hear, Johnny Young Bosch saying that line in the English dub. Pull it out. Pull out your bankai, nice and slowly, too. See, you can't tell me that's not a phallic reference. Feast your eyes on my bankai? Okay, Byakuya. Freak ass. Is that little? I'm telling y'all, I'm not making it up. It's a euphemism. He really said that little thing is your bankai. That little micro penis is your bankai. Me personally, I wouldn't let him talk to me like that, Ichigo. Oh, okay. He is not letting him talk to him like that. Good on you. Something tells me we're not going to see it in this arc. I'll probably have to wait. My spiritual pressure has caused your body to go limp. Obviously, I'm new to the show, so I don't know if this is already a known thing, but I can't be the first person to make this observation, right? Because it seems like such an easy joke to make. It's like the lowest hanging fruit possible. But I swear I'm not being immature. This is a serious, honest question. Did Kubo-sensei sit there and be like, yeah, their Zanpakuto will represent how big their dicks are? It's not a crazy concept. I mean, Gurren Lagann did the dick metaphors after Bleach, and Evangelion did weirdo sex metaphors before Bleach, and even Kill la Kill did the sex organ euphemism but for girls. I'm being serious, all. This is not me memeing here. I need to know if this has been addressed in the Bleach community before. I'm losing sleep over this. It's honestly a nightmare. Number 4. To all the shippers, I get it. Now let's talk about something else. This is an issue that I'm sure is near and dear to the hearts of Bleach fans everywhere. I've kind of addressed it before here and there, but let's talk about it some more right now. To all the Ichi Rukia shippers out there, I get it now. Yes, I'm just a newbie to the Bleach fandom. You could honestly still call me a Bleach virgin, so I'm not yet as well versed in the lore of the series like y'all are. So just off first impressions, I thought Orihime and Ichigo was the GOAT ship. But after seeing Ichigo heroically show up during Rukia's hour of need and then tossing her off a giant execution device, how could I say that's not true love? But I can't say I've been swayed over. I'm still Team Orihime, aka the winning team, if what people have told me is true. But that's because I have a theory I'm crafting. I know, theory crafting on a 20-year-old show, whatever. The theory is that Orihime is secretly the strongest character on the show and that she's suppressing her power level and just playing the part of damsel in distress battle shonen girl so that Ichigo can get the spotlight as the MC. Man, Orihime is hiding her power level, bro. She could literally beat every captain at once. Stop playing around. Don't be a coward, Taite Kubo. Show us the scene where Orihime just bodies everybody. I'm telling y'all, Orihime is the strongest character. She's hiding her power level. I'm telling y'all. Not a fan theory, it's fact. Look how fast she is. She's keeping up with Ichigo. Remember when Ichigo flash stepped, bro? Like, she's keeping up. If my carefully crafted theory is true, and I'll find out as I watch the show, Orihime is the GOAT. Most guys would kill for a girl that gasses them up like that. Like, damn, what a way to boost your man's confidence. Now, I need some more research in order to fully flesh out this theory, but as of now, I'm like 97% positive that I'm right. But don't spoil me in the comments if I'm wrong. Number 5. Miscellaneous thoughts and reactions. Alright, well, we can end with the usual. I'll just post a bunch of miscellaneous reaction highlights here for y'all to enjoy. Again, if you want to watch full-length, uncut reactions to episodes, go check out Patreon, but here's a sampler, I guess. Here you go. I mean, you didn't do a good job of that considering you summoned dozens of hollows onto a small town. For no reason. I ain't forget that you did that. Remember, I said I would be on Ishida's ass for the rest of the show for doing that. Don't think I forgot. Still wishing you good luck fighting this dude, though, I guess. Imagine wishing a character good luck in a fictional show that already aired like 20 years ago. Oh, nah. Oh, that was like a jump scare. Wait. Does he have like a rat tail? Wait till he turn around, yo. Oh, nah. Oh. Listen, I'm the last person to be commenting on people's hairstyles, but I'm not reacting because I know they don't have the guts to show anything. Imagine if this wasn't a shonen and they just had the balls to show Yoruichi just legs spread like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they're not gonna do it. That's why I'm not reacting. I was like, can you imagine in a shonen if they just can they even show nipples in a shonen? Maybe Tatsuki Fujimoto could get away with it in Chainsaw Man. Oh my god, is this Midwestern emo Ichigo? This is Ichigo if he joined Green Day. So can the captain like not fight because he's sick or whatever? He's gotta have like some ability. How do you get sick as a spirit, like a dead spirit? I know they got like, or they said they don't even need to eat, but they getting sick and shit. That kind of sucks. You don't need food, but you can still get like influenza. You could still get COVID. Oh my god! Imagine. Does that mean that the Sarate had to have a mask policy during COVID? Who would be anti-mask out of the captains? Definitely Gin. My last words. Clear my internet history. What if she said something random like, say goodbye to Khan for me? Yeah, I like how exciting this is. Oh, okay, this is actually like super. They're gonna like crucify her. Rukia Kukishi rises from the dead 3 days later. We still celebrate her today by getting drunk at midnight mass on New Year's Eve. Or Christmas Eve. Wait, they're legitimately gonna crucify her. This is insane. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody in real life actually likes getting their head pat like that, right? I know that's a thing in like anime. I have never met nobody in real life who would be flattered by a head pat. Whether kid or adult. Whether they're from Asia or the West. I mean, not that I go out there trying to head pat people on the regular, but you're supposed to head pat like your pet dog. Not a person. What if after our Aizen left, all the captains were like, "Yo, sorry, sorry, Rukia, we still gotta go through with your execution. I mean, it's the law and everything." It's like, ah, shit. What if she was like, "Weren't y'all about to execute me? Are we gonna get back to that, or am I off the hook?" How do you just go back to regular life after all that? Somebody gotta get them a therapist. He's like, "Hey, drop me off at Orihime's place." You know what I'm saying? Let me go see what Orihime doing after this. Alright, so that's all I gotta say about Bleach's Soul Society arc. It was dope. I had a really good time watching it. I'll say it lived up to the hype, I guess. I don't know. I don't really think about that kind of thing. Point is, I enjoyed it well enough, yeah? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, because we will be continuing this journey with the something arc, whatever that means. Otherwise, that's the video. Peace. Oh, if you were wondering, I'm probably going to be skipping the filler arcs. Well, not probably. I will be skipping the filler arcs for now, at least. So, if my sources are correct, there's something called the Bounce arc after this, but we gonna skip all of that. Keep it in mind, though, because I think it'd be funny to go back and revisit those filler arcs later on, especially if I'm accompanied by my old friend. You know what I'm saying? Hint, hint, keep an eye out.